As always, it is so great to be here with you, and I hope you're staying safe and healthy out there. Anyways, today we have such an exciting episode. We're making the most amazing crispy garlic bread. Now the beauty of this recipe is that we're not going to use the oven. We're going to do everything on the stovetop, and we're still going to end up with that beautiful crispy texture. And I'm also going to show you how to make two different versions of this delicious garlic bread, one with and one without cheese. Folks, this recipe is very easy to make, made with very simple ingredients, and the best part, it's all done within minutes. If this is your first time here, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spin on Fork family. To all my returning subscribers, welcome back. All right, let's begin by making a very simple sauce that we're going to pour over the garlic bread, which is going to take things to the next level of garlic goodness. I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that I roughly chopped into a mortar, along with 2 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, which is about 8 grams. You can substitute this for 1/3 the amount of dried parsley, and a pinch of sea salt. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until we form a paste-like texture. If you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can also use a food processor here, or even a handheld blender. Then we'll add in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 30 milliliters. And we'll give it a mix and then set it aside. For the next step, I'm going to grab a large non-stick fry pan and heat it with a medium heat. On a dial from 0 to 10, that would be exactly a 5. While the pan is heating, let's start getting the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to cut 1 baguette into diagonal slices that are 1 inch thick, which is about 2.5 centimeters. Of course, to make this garlic bread, you can use whatever type of bread you like. I just prefer to use the baguette as it gives this garlic bread that beautiful texture and flavor. Then we'll add in a 1/4 cup of garlic infused olive oil into a shallow bowl, which is about 60 milliliters. Of course, you can use whatever oil you like here, but by using the garlic infused is what gives these breads that beautiful lift of garlic goodness. You'll find a link where you can get the one I'm using from Biazzo in the description box below. We'll also add in 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, which is about 1 gram, and a pinch of sea salt. And we'll whisk it together until it's well mixed. And for the final ingredient, which is optional as it's for the cheesy garlic breads, using a potato peeler, I'm going to cut a couple slices from a block of mozzarella cheese. If you don't have a potato peeler, you can just thinly slice it with a knife. And let me tell you, to make these cheesy garlic breads, you can use whatever cheese you like. Just make sure it's one that easily melts. Alright, let's move back to the fry pan. At this point it should be nice and hot, so let's start cooking up our garlic breads. I'm going to start by dipping the slices of baguette into the olive oil mixture, and you want to do this on both sides and just give it a quick dip. You don't want to saturate it in the oil, and then we'll add them into the pan, making sure they're all in a single layer. And we're going to cook the breads for about 2 minutes per side or until they're golden and crispy. Once the breads are cooked to a golden crisp, once again about 2 minutes per side, I'm going to remove them from the fry pan and transfer them over a wire rack. For the second batch of garlic bread, let's make the cheesy garlic bread. Once again, I'm going to dip the slices of baguette in the olive oil mixture and then add them into the fry pan, making sure they're all in a single layer. After about 2 minutes, we'll flip the slices of bread, top each one off with a couple slices of the thinly sliced mozzarella, and once again, make sure it's thinly sliced, that way it can easily melt. Then we'll place a lid on the pan, and we'll lower it to a low heat and go for about 3 minutes or until the cheese is fully melted. And once again, remember to drop it down to a low heat, otherwise the bottom pieces of the bread can brown too quickly, which will give them a bitter flavor. Once the cheese is fully melted, once again, we'll remove the slices of bread from the pan and transfer them over a wire rack. For the last step, let's start assembling our dish. I'm going to add in both of the garlic breads into a serving dish. And we'll top off the breads with our garlic green sauce. Check it out, our crispy garlic bread is done. Super easy to make, done within minutes, and the best part, absolutely no oven. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. All right, folks, now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's see how this garlic bread turned out. Now I am trying the one with the cheese on it. Look at that, here we go. First things first, so much amazing garlic flavor in there. And the second thing that you hear that crunch, and we didn't use the oven. Folks, try this garlic bread at home, either the cheese version or not, and I promise you are gonna get hooked on it because it's so good and super easy to put together. Real quick before I go, shout out to a couple of my patrons, Hollis Helmichi, Sam Cohen, Kent Anderson, Grace Swadith, and Amy Martinez. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, as it really helps out the channel. Leave me a comment below. And as always, don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. That way our Spain on a Fork community can continue to grow. Till the next time, hasta luego.